Welcome to In Depth with Academia. I'm Richard Price, the CEO of academia.edu, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. We're diving deep into the intriguing world of academic research, where we'll explore an intriguing paper authored by George Pavlidis. Now, keep in that I'm here to the insights objectively, not endorsing or debunking the work, so let's get into it. Pavlidis' paper tackles a core question: how can we predict and diagnose dyslexia and ADHD in preschool-age children? This is a significant problem because early detection of these learning challenges can greatly improve educational and psychological outcomes for children. This is not just about deciphering some difficult words or numbers. It's about making a real difference in the trajectory of a child's educational journey and helping them unlock their fullest potential. So you might wonder, what makes this paper stand out? Well, it introduces and evaluates the use of the Pavlidis test, a biological and objective method based on eye movement analysis, which can be used to diagnose these conditions much earlier than traditional tests. The significance here lies in the potential early intervention strategies that could follow such early diagnosis, possibly before the child even says their first complete sentence. Digging into the methods. Pavlidis employs a fascinating tech-based approach, observing and tracking eye movements to predict dyslexia and ADHD eye movements. Might seem a bit out there at first, but it's actually deeply rooted in neurological function. The idea here is that the way eyes track and process information can be indicative of underlying neural processing issues, which are often linked to dyslexic and ADHD characteristics. Pavlidis argues that since these conditions have strong biological origins, often hereditary, they can theoretically be detected even in young children who haven't yet learned to read or write. Now let's chat about key findings. It turns out that the Pavlidis test, according to the paper, achieves high accuracy rates, 91.5% for predicting dyslexia and 93.1% for ADHD. Wow, right? If these numbers hold, it's quite groundbreaking because it suggests a reliable form of early diagnosis that doesn't rely on language or cultural factors, thus potentially applicable worldwide. Imagine the relief for parents and educators in identifying these challenges early and getting appropriate interventions in place. The Pavlidis test is claimed to be effective thanks to its reliance on biological measurements, eliminating subjectivity that often accompanies conventional psychological assessments. Traditional methods typically start with school-aged children struggling with reading, by which time they're already experiencing significant frustration and setbacks. But here comes the digression. I always wonder if, whether this sort of diagnosis could be made even before they're able to draw a proper house. Just a fleeting thought. Anyway, back to our topic. The potential for early intervention raises exciting possibilities. With early recognition, tailored educational methods and support systems could be implemented when the brain's flexibility allows it to adapt most effectively. This shifts the focus from remedial education to preventive strategies, enhancing self-esteem and academic achievement from the get-go, rather than dealing with consequences after the child has already lagged behind peers. Remember, though, academic research is a building block, not the ultimate truth. Papers like that of Pavlidis open doors to new ways of thinking and lay out pathways for further verification and exploration by others in the field. Perhaps someone's listening and feeling inspired to validate or challenge these findings. The whole spirit of academic discourse is about collaboration and evolving understanding as new data emerges. Coming to a close, it's fascinating how much there is still to uncover and validate in the realm of learning disabilities. If Pavlidis' findings prove reliable through further studies, they could revolutionize our approach to these conditions worldwide, shaping how we see early education itself. Isn't that something? So there you have it. A brief yet deep dive into George Pavlidis' intriguing research on early diagnosis of dyslexia and ADHD. Thank you for tuning in to our discussion today on In Depth with Academia. I hope you found it thought-provoking and useful. Until next time, don't forget to stay curious and keep questioning. After all, that's what academia is all about.